My parents secretly drained my entire $60,000 college fund to pay for my older brother's lavish destination wedding, so I legally cut them off and let them lose their retirement home. Growing up, my brother David was the absolute golden child who could do no wrong while I was just the quiet backup kid. My grandparents had set up equal trust funds for both of us to use specifically for college tuition when we turned 18. When David turned 18, he immediately blew his entire fund on designer clothes, expensive vacations, and a brand new sports car that he crashed 3 months later. I always planned to use my fund to go to medical school, so I worked part-time jobs throughout high school just to save extra money. 2 weeks before my college tuition was due, I went to the bank to officially transfer my trust fund money, but the teller looked at me with deep pity and told me the account was completely empty. My parents had used a legal loophole as my guardians to drain all $60,000 of my money. I rushed home and confronted them, and my mother casually sipped her tea and told me David needed the money to pay for his massive destination wedding in Hawaii because his fiancée deserved the very best. She told me I was smart enough to just take out massive student loans and pay it back myself. I didn't scream or throw a tantrum. I packed my bags, moved out that exact night, and completely stopped talking to them. I worked 3 exhausting jobs, lived in tiny, dangerous apartments, and took out massive loans to get myself through medical school. It took me 10 miserable years, but I finally became a successful surgeon and paid off every single dime of my debt. I never spoke to my family again until last week when my parents suddenly showed up uninvited at my hospital office. David had gotten divorced completely, bankrupted his failed business, and moved back in with them. Because they had remortgaged their house to pay off his massive debts, the bank was now legally foreclosing on their home. My mother started crying and demanded I buy them a new house because I was rich and family is supposed to take care of family. I just smiled, opened my desk drawer, and handed her a printed copy of my empty trust fund statement from 10 years ago. I told her David's wedding was her retirement plan and she should ask him for a room. Then I called hospital security to have them permanently escorted out of the building. I heard they are now living in a tiny, cramped 1-bedroom apartment while David sleeps on their couch.